Mr. Trump has got this hush money trial situation going on. You know what? Sorry, I've got ahead of myself. Let me read the read. So, former President Donald Trump is on trial in Manhattan for his alleged role in hush money scheme to silence his alleged mistresses, plural, before the 2016 election. No former U.S. president has ever faced criminal prosecution. The alleged mistresses are a former adult film actress and a Playboy model. So 12 jurors and 6 alternates have been selected, and trial will begin Monday. I'll say this: look, the bottom line is, you got your trial, Mr. Trump, President Trump. Just defend it, just beat it. That's really all you got to do. I understand that you don't want to be exposed to trial. We know how trials can go funny. Trials have definitely gone funny for Black people for a very long time. But your greatest defense is defending yourself in trial. So the trial itself is not the oppression. It's how it plays out. But Mr. Floyd X, you popped up. I'm assuming you got something you want to say.
Yeah. Donald Trump, all his fans and his supporters are saying he's being persecuted. I read this somewhere. It's not an original thought. They say he's being persecuted, but in actuality, he's being prosecuted. So stop trying to act like he's some kind of saint or doing the right thing, because when I did my research on it and you dig into it, you can see the schemes and the things where they was giving the hush money, and why this trial is going forward is because the owner, let me pull this picture up. It's Mr. Pecker here, David Pecker. He's the owner. Huh?
Rat. Rat. He's the owner. Gunner. That's Gunner. Go ahead.
He was the CEO of one of the companies, the parent company of the Inquirer magazine. And they have a routine. They have this thing they call Catch and Kill, where they bought the Karen McDougal. She had a story on Trump. She took $150,000 or $130,000. They bought her the rights to her story. Then they killed it and put it away. So that's one of the things he's being accused of. It's like 34 counts. And then with the Stormy Daniels, the same thing. They buy the rights to the story and then they kill it. They don't want to tell the story. They just want it to go away, because he, especially becoming president, if they would have held out, they probably could have asked for more money. Or if they was dealing with the Clintons, they would have been dead by now.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Hey, in the famous words of Eddie Griffin, I want my president fucking. Yeah, I want my president getting put. That's what he said about Bill Clinton 20-something years ago when he was going against for the second election. That's what I want my president. He just a real nigga like me. And check this out. I was persecuted, prosecuted, and all that shit. I was looking at a 20-year deal. That was the deal this prosecutor was trying to get me. If that would have happened, I wouldn't have had my 2 last children, my daughter and my son. Guess what? Free Trump.
Elpo, you got something to say about
Trump
this?
Is free already.
I know, dude. He's
photo
just
op,
being,
nigga.
Yeah, I got something.
He said photo op.
Y'all know they can't have cameras or anything, audio, nothing of the trial, but they can have sketch artists up in the courtroom. So the first day of the trial, one of the sketch artists Trump, it's alleged that Trump said, "I have the perfect defense," and the sketch artist drew this.
Sit down. No one has asked you to try on the glove. Okay.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And you notice how little his hands are and how big the glove is.
I know one of the they had the jury selection, and one of the dismissed juror, they asked, "How does Trump look?" And what she said, she said he looks a little less orange.
Ouch.
That's what she said. It was funny when I heard it.
Hey,
let me ask you guys, could you imagine being summoned for jury trial for this case? Y'all know how huge that is. Just they're interviewing people who went in there and got rejected. Like this is unprecedented right here. No.
Well, it's definitely unprecedented because no president has stood this trial, former president. But I mean, also, this is scary for them because if you're a person that if you support Trump, you're not in any threat of being like harassed really probably and I won't say that, but it's nothing like you're exposed to if you're actually coming out against him. So if you get exposed as far as who's on this jury, I mean you're gonna get pressured. Some dangerous stuff. So I mean this is not for the weak of mind. When all those people are saying that yeah I can't, I'm not a fair or impartial, that's a lot of them saying I don't want this smoke. I mean I'm sure that some people feel that, but I mean as an intelligent person you should be able to say like, look, this is what I've heard, this is what I've been told, but I'm gonna just put all that to the side and honestly assess this situation. Now I
But
understand
is
a lot
that
of people.
true?
I
Can you
understand a lot of.
really do
I
that?
can, of course, I can do that. Of course,
No,
I
no
can do
one
that.
can actually do that. Like
Of course, they can do
people,
that. Of
listen,
course, they
listen,
can do that.
listen. People say that. You say that, but you have deep down biases. That's just what happens in life. That's just what happens in life. Not saying that will affect your decision, but you have that in your heart. Like this nigga. Okay, well,
He just said affect your
Hold on.
decision. That's all that
Here's the thing.
matters.
Here's the thing. Nobody knows what they'll do under the amount of pressure. None of us, or most people, never experience crank callers, life-threatening calls, and all these. Most people don't experience that. So I mean, to go to these to be selected for these juries, you don't know what you're in for. You know what I'm saying? And Mr. Nice Guy, if he feel like he can withstand it, he probably can. But
I'm
only
not talking about withstanding
I
that.
probably can
Wait. I wasn't
jump
talking
from
about
ground
withstanding.
to the roof.
No.
making
I was talking about being a
Maybe.
fair.
fair.
Let me speak. I'm talking about making a fair assessment of, a non-emotional, detached, logical, rational
You ain't
assessment
a
of.
robot, my nigga. You're
No,
not
no,
a
Again,
no. I agree with what Mr. Nice Guy is
yeah,
saying.
it's easy for me. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm just
If
saying
you
it's
are,
easy
if
for
you
me.
are a rational person, you may have an opinion about something. But if you're looking at the evidence might sway your opinion.
Exactly. And the thing about it is this: I've defended him on this show. Okay, so I've defended that when the whole Supreme Court situation. I'm telling you that they got it absolutely correct when they were talking about the federal versus the state. The state shouldn't be determining the federal type of dynamic. So I'm just saying that I don't have a problem defending this. I've said this many times on the show. There's a lot of things that Trump has done that was right. I don't have a problem with saying that. But on that same note, I can also say that hey, there's some things he did wrong. I can say that about anybody. I can say that about you. That don't mean I don't respect you. That don't mean I don't love you. But I mean the bottom line is you my dude. But if you were to sit there and be touching on some female, some little kid or something like that, I'm not gonna just be looking the other way. I'm just be like, hey, you did it and it was wrong, and I would convict your ass. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying it has nothing to do. I'm just saying that some people can be responsible enough to just look at the facts. You know what I'm saying? So again, because I don't want to get too much in that, but that's where it is. So as far as depression, all that stuff, I wouldn't want none of that smoke.
Hey, we got
I wouldn't want none of that.
Mr. Tony Boyd asked the question: what did Trump do right?
He built up the military. He built up the military. He built up Americans' power. There was a lot of technology that wasn't really up to date. So he made sure that a lot of the people had the highest weapons and systems and stuff like that. So he actually did replenish some things and build some things up. You can say what you want to say about the wall. I understand that he made it a big political thing, but the bottom line is it does have some use. So I'm just saying that